you have been thinking about prolonged fasting, and if that is for you, then maybe today's video is going to answer some of the questions that are rolling around in your mind. And today I'm going to talk about what to do before you start your fasting journey. So I'm going to talk about 4 things that I recommend that you do before you go on your first prolonged fasting journey. So if that sounds interesting or helpful, then stick around. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about what to do before you start your first fast. Now, I have been fasting for the past 28 years, and these are the things that I've discovered it's a good idea to do before you go on your fasting journey, just because your fasting journey is going to be more a better experience than if you do not think about those things. So the 4 things that I would like to recommend before you go on your fasting journey are these. The first thing is consult your doctor. Why? Now, this may sound hypocritical from me because I have been fasting, like I said, for the past 28 years, but I have never seen a doctor about a fast. Why? Because I started my first fast when I was 18 and I did it on a dare. And because I did it on a dare, I never consulted my doctor, and I have never spoken about any of my questions and issues that I have with a doctor. But it is a very good idea to do. Why? Because your doctor is going to have your medical history, and your doctor is going to know if fasting is for you. Because even though the fasting is incredible and it gives you so many benefits, it is also not for everybody. So if you have any eating disorders in your past, if you have any diseases that your doctor is going to think about and say, ooh, maybe it's not such a good idea to try fasting, maybe you should try something else, then this is something that you should speak about with your physician. Now, that being said, when you speak about the idea of fasting with your physician, be prepared that they will not see things your way. Now, what do I mean by that? Most doctors don't approve of fasting. Now, I only ever spoke with one person and he was a doctor, that said, ooh, fasting, that's a great idea. All of the other ones were, you cannot survive without food, you cannot survive without protein, and you will be damaging your health if you do it. So I never even tried. After I had those kind of reactions, I never talk about fasting with doctors. But please, if you are new in fasting and if you have any medical history that is questionable, talk it over with your doctor. The second thing to do is consult your calendar. What do I mean by that? If you will be fasting for a longer period of time, such as a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it will be easier if there are no events in those times, such as a business trip, such as a birthday, such as, a celebration where people will be eating around you. It will be extremely difficult for you as a first-time faster to say no to food, and it will be easier if you just avoid such things. So consult your calendar and see, okay, in this period of time, I don't have any birthdays, I'm not going to any business trips, this is the time that I should fast. And 2 other things to consider before you start the fasting period is empty your fridge. Why? Because your apartment, your house is going to be the biggest enemy that you have. Why? Because you know where food is, and you know that you know where that drawer with sweets is. You know what you know, good things you are hiding in the fridge, in the back of the fridge, to keep away from your husband or from your children. So before you start fasting, get rid of everything that will tempt you. Now, if you have a family to look after, if you are the primary cook in your family, then this will be a little more difficult. But at least think about, you know, giving the cooking away to somebody else in your fasting period. And the fourth thing that is a good idea to empty is your pantry. Now get rid of all of the perishables that will be expired in the next 3 weeks while you will be fasting, because it would be just easier than to throw food away. Just give it away to somebody who will be happy to receive it, and then you can buy it when you start eating again. Now, these are my recommendations. This is something to do before you start your fast. If you have found them, I don't know, if you have found them useful, then there will be a PDF link down below. It's completely free, which will help you to decide and which will help you to check off the boxes of the things that you need to do before you start your fast. Now, if you have any other interesting ideas that I forgot, please mention them in the comments below. But otherwise, I have also made 2 additional videos of what decisions to make before you start fasting, and also what to buy before fasting, and you can see them, you can watch them next. So thank you so much for your time, thank you so much for your patience, and I hope to see you again in the next video.